everyone in this house is a geek. They better be. Just to show you how dedicated I am to giving you the experience. This is the moving screen. We are at the moving. Wait, is it? No, it's this way. The moving screen is over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 adults and 1 cat. Moving into this big old house. This is a big house. I put it on the gallery. You can look it up under Night Shift Manor and just give it a try for yourself. So good luck with all the expansion packs. I don't know how many I used. That's not what's important here. We are just purchasing this home. Oh, was free real estate on? Why, yes, it was. Oh, look at all of these. Guys, I've never played a household so big before. I don't have aging turned on because that's not fun. We are living our Peter Pan fantasy out here. So nobody's going to get old. Hopefully nobody dies, but we'll see. This is The Sims. Who knows? We have Jerry No Pants, who is a young adult. Everyone's a young adult, but like Jerry No Pants is based off of Jerry and, oh, okay, hold on. Back it up. I'm a gamer. I play lots of video games. And one of the games I play is/was, do I still play WoW? Sometimes. Do I? I don't know. It's been a while. We play WoW with like a whole bunch of people who I still actively like talk to. And it's our little guild, our little gaming guild. And we are known as Night Shift. These are all based off of the people in Night Shift who were willing to send me an avatar of themselves so I could make them in The Sims. And if nobody sent me an avatar, I did not make them because I figured they did not consent to play this game. These are the guild mates from Night Shift in World of Warcraft who consented. And number 1, we have Jerry No Pants. And clearly No Pants is not... Maybe it is his character last name. Maybe that is the canon. But clearly Jerry was feeling a sort of way when he made this character. Jerry has friend of the animals. He has animal affection. Oh, these are all of his likes and dislikes. I had to just make these up for everyone because all they did was give me an avatar and their first and last name that they wanted. And then I had to make up everything else about it. You can look at it. You can just read it if you want to read it. You'll pause it later and read it if you want it. He's a geek, he's a foodie, and he is self-assured. I feel like that's Jerry, you know, like just from what I know about the guy, he's a geek, he's a foodie, and he is self-assured. Like confidence, man. He's confident and he has no pants. We'll see what kind of career we can give him. I don't want to be like a vet where I have to be like the game makes you go and play. I just want to send these guys off to work. You know, I want them to do their own thing. All right, next we have me. It's me, it's me. I gave myself this really cute crop top and skirt. I was just feeling myself, you know. I'm an appliance whiz. Because Jerry's already a foodie, but that's just good to have. I like to think of myself as a Jacqueline of all trades. I can have essence of flavor to make higher quality food and drink. I think that'll be good. You know, anytime we do this thing with night shifters, I always end up in like the cooking, farming role. Like anytime we play Valheim, I'm like the housekeeper. So hopefully it doesn't turn into that. But anyway, my sim is creative. She's a geek and she's a foodie. Then we have Chris LaFleur. That's my hubby. That's not exactly how he looks in real life, but you know what? Live your fantasy, man. I let him sit down at the computer and decide what outfits he wanted. This is what he chose from The Sims to make himself. So like, power to you, dude. He is living his little fantasy. Tattoos. He does not have tattoos. This is like his idealized self. I mean, mine is too. I think my sim is like, I don't know, 80 pounds lighter than me. That's a little bit of a hyperbole. Let me stop being so paranoid about my body and continue telling you about Chris LaFleur, who is a musical genius. Oh, I didn't even know what traits he picked for himself. He's a musical genius. Does he have likes and dislikes? He just has a few likes. I've never seen... You know, this is so surreal for me because I don't think I've ever seen my husband like spell out his likes and dislikes, and it's certainly not from a list. It's a huge list of things you can choose to say that you like and don't like. I love this list. Not that it's off character for him. It's just that I love how it's like all music. He just likes music. He's a music guy. And then island music. He's an island boy. And I love that he dislikes Rascals. Why is that so funny to me? Do I dislike Rascals? I really put a lot on there, but it's not just music. His is only music. I really tried to be like nuanced, but my dislikes are argumentative Sims, malicious interactions, arguments, pessimistic Sims, deception, and egotistical Sims. That is so funny. Oh, and like everyone else, I just chose random things because I don't totally know, but that is just so funny. This is me and my husband, like in our idealized selves. Okay, on to his other traits. He is a geek. He is cheerful. Oh, yeah, he is. I hope everyone in this house is a geek. They better be. And he's lazy. Babe, I didn't say it. I did not say this. I did not make him lazy. He made himself lazy. I didn't even know what his traits were. Oh, he does grow fatigued more quickly from exercise. That's so funny to me. Okay, well, there's crits. Cable Christos. Yes. Okay, look, he is business zaddy in the vest. He knows what time it is with the watch. I just made like business zaddy, you know? And again, I had to make up a lot of traits, and I don't know Cable as well as, say, like Jerry or Niz or even Tasty, because Cable and Ron, who we'll get to later, they're a little bit newer, just like in the timeline of things. They're lovely individuals, and I have enjoyed getting to know them so much, but I just don't know as much about them. So if it seems like they aren't as like nuanced of characters, I'm sorry, but that's why. Also, weirdly enough, they both sort of were giving business vibes. So I think that they're going to be like the main breadwinners. They might be paying Jerry's rent. Who knows? Like his share of the rent. Anyway, Cable, he wants to be fabulously wealthy. I think we're pretty much already there. Business savvy, you earn more than the standard rate from careers. That's interesting to know. Like him and Ron, I think I'm just gonna throw into like the business career track and let them be like executives, you know? I did some likes. I don't think I did any dislikes, but I put like video gaming, deep thoughts. I didn't actually know what kind of music, but I tried to like just put some nice like generic little niceties in there, things that a lot of people would like. Geek, everyone's a geek. Self-assured, yes. Who is this? Ambitious, yes. Okay, from what I know about Cable, I think this does match. He's a geek because he plays video games. I know that. Self-assured, come on. You can't send me a reference image that looks like the business zaddy and not tell me you're confident. And ambitious. Let's get you career success. Let's get you to be fabulously wealthy. You are the breadwinner, Cable Christos. Next up, we have Niz Smite. This is an oldie but a goodie. We love Niz. He's been around the block. We've been playing with Niz for a long time. Niz is a computer whiz, playing games, having a career with computers. I think Niz in real life, and I'm not trying to dox you, I'm not going to say nothing, but like your career uses a lot of spreadsheets. Is that doxing? Am I doxing? I don't want to dox anyone. Anytime someone has a question in Discord, Niz is always the one who's like, well, did you try this video card? Or, you know, you got to reboot it, but you got to do this one specific ritual in order for the BIOS to activate properly. Like Niz is always the guy to have like something techie to say. So I was like, yeah, this guy's a computer whiz, and that means he's a quick learner. He gets to learn all skills a little bit faster. That's great. We'll take that. That'll be nice to have like different things around the house. What are the likes and dislikes? I know Niz well enough to put some of these accurately. I don't know why I put so much decor in there. I don't think he actually cares about decor, but I saw his wall one time and it really like stuck with me. He dislikes complaints, even though I do feel like he will complain during raid if things are not going well, but he dislikes them. I feel like that's good to throw in there. And he dislikes high energy sims. When I was imagining this, I was just imagining one of our other guildies, Farm Fecky, like busting in, "Hey guys, raid night," and is just muting him immediately. He is a genius. Classic. And even though Niz isn't right about everything all the time, I at least respect his opinion enough to ask him on certain things. So I don't know. I threw genius in there, and they become upset if they haven't improved their mental skills for some time. That's our boy. That's our boy Niz. He's a geek. We're all geeks. We are all geeks. And he's a perfectionist. Actually, you know, I'm not sure that he would choose any of these traits for himself, but I chose them for him because I think it'll give his sim the right flavor. But also, sometimes I'm trying to exploit what the game is offering. You know, the game only lets me work within certain parameters. So, perfectionist Niz. Yeah, what are we going to do with him? I can't, like, some computer career, right? mycomputercareer.com. Okay. Sold. That's it. Okay. Next up, Ron Stampler. Okay, let me be clear with this. When I first met Ron, which was pretty recently, I thought Ron was like cosplaying as like a businessman, because I think Ron in real life is actually a female. But I'm not trying to dox anyone. No doxing. But then I found out Ron Stampler is a character from a Dungeons and Dragons podcast who is also played by a female. There was like 5 seconds where I thought the Ron from the podcast was the same Ron that was playing the game, but I don't think that's the case. But still, regardless, like I just have so much like zazz and love for the person that I have gotten to know as Ron, because in our World of Warcraft like hardcore guild, Ron Stampler is a badass mother trucker. Like, Ron is over here hardcore leveling and getting the resources and sending the guild money to get tabards, and like just totally making the rest of us look like we don't know how to play hardcore WoW. Ron is such a G and like so cool that like it just all balances out. So again, I don't know Ron as well as like some of these other players, but these are the traits that I chose because I was like, okay, come on, businessman. It's not fully into the Dungeons and Daddies podcast like lore and canon, because I didn't put it together like that. This is just what I put together. You know, there's no stepson to save. There's no like despair in the heart. This is almost as if Ron Stampler was a single bachelor living with a bunch of gamers. There we go. And like the hair just went anyway, you know, like he's wearing the same clothes, he's living his same life. It's just like without the wife and kids, you know. Traits. Fabulously wealthy. So he has the same goal as Cable. I did not really intend to do that, but that's like the businessman mindset. I think the other business ones are like to have a mansion, which we're already moving into a mansion. I can't like it would be a cheat. Okay, business savvy. Again, that's what it was. I wanted to get more money from the business careers. So I put like fabulously wealthy. I just feel like that makes sense. You know, the other ones for like the money goals like just weren't there. And if there's anything I know about Ron F. Stampler, the character I know, they're a businessman first and foremost. That is like the tagline. We're getting wealthy. I put a lot of likes on here. Why did I choose so much decor? Like, I don't know why I went crazy with that, but you know, Ron, ambitious. Ron is a genius. Both of these things I have witnessed firsthand in the hardcore classic WoW. Insider. Oh, I should have made Ron a geek. That was the mistake. But I feel like Insider is good because we're going to have a night shift club and nobody else is going to be getting benefits from that. So if Ron's an insider, and I think that also helps in careers too. I think that's another reason why I chose it, is because the insider trait gives you better advantages in careers later on. Next up on the docket, we got Tasty K. Now, Tasty K is a rogue. He's also a renegade. He is also a wild card. The Tasty I know is a very, very nice, lovely person who I have really enjoyed playing like most of Classic WoW with. Tasty K, we've been playing together a long time, so this is a joy to create him. But he's a wild card. He wants to just be causing mischief. So he is a public enemy. This sim wants to make enemies and be a famous criminal. Like, all that Tastic told me he wanted for his character was that he wants to do rogue shit. And I don't know what doing rogue shit in The Sims means because they don't have rogues. I heard in the new expansion they're going to add breaking and entering, which is just wild. That is just wild to me, breaking and entering. So maybe we'll do some of that in a month, in December. Write it on your calendars, December 8th. So he's a public enemy, which means he is dastardly, and dastardly Sims perform stronger and more successful mean interactions. Okay, so we're about to have a meanie on campus, which is so funny because I adore Tasty, but I feel like my Sim, who hates pranks and hates all of this stuff, is like, she's gonna struggle. Okay. For his likes and dislikes, again, a lot of fashion and decor, and the dislikes, the argumentative Sims, the pessimistic Sims, the egotistical Sims, emotional decision makers. All 4 of those traits are specific to Tastic because I was thinking about like guild drama we've had over the years, and I hope he finds that as funny as I did seeking that out with him. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. He is a goofball, which means that he tends to be playful. So maybe when he's mean, it'll be like a sassy mean, you know? He's a geek. We're all geeks except for Ron. But again, Ron's an insider. So I switched geek for insider. And I think that'll be interesting for the businessman perspective. And then kleptomaniac. So he'll be able to swipe things. Swipe. And if he hasn't stolen anything, he's going to get stressed out. And then finally, we have Milito No Pants, who's a Siamese. Jerry No Pants is his dad. And Jerry very specifically wanted a cat with his reference image. So, of course, Mama supplied. And in Jerry's reference image, he had a cape on himself with his underwear on. But the game didn't let me really do that. So instead, the game let me put the cape on the cat. So the cat is wearing the cape in this relationship. Milito No Pants is talkative. I thought that would be so cute. They're frisky and so active. And then spoiled. Yeah, for sure. If Jerry's the dad, then Milito is spoiled AF. I think that's the whole cast and crew. Nobody has established relationships yet. I think Jerry is Milito's dad because I made them together at the same time. Everyone else I made individually and then combined the households. So we'll see how the game treats this. Hopefully it doesn't break as soon as I start playing. But it is time to start Night Shift Manor. We are... This is going to be a reality show. This is going to be something I have not experienced before in quite some time. I don't know, hard to say. Fight Father Winter for presents. I mean, let's do some rogue shit. Cable is loving it over here. What? Oh, you're playing horseshoes. This is so something he would do in real life too. Yeah.